On today's show, Rosetta's probe makes a successful soft landing on 67P. Go science!
There's a man walking all over Australia dressed as a stormtrooper. For a good cause, though.
Oh, okay. Good. That would have been weird otherwise. And also, a new way to scan for your veins might make trips to the doctor a whole lot easier.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, because they're pretty tough already. It's Tomorrow Daily. Greetings, citizens of the internet. Welcome to Tomorrow Daily, the best geek talk show in the known universe. I'm your host, Ashley Skyler. Joining me as always, Hail Anonymous.
Can I address that terrible clap I did at the beginning where it was
Yeah,
like,
you want to try that again?
I went like this.
Well, it was like you were summoning a waiter.
I was... I need more bread. Yeah.
More breadsticks.
But it's a story we're very excited about.
For real, like
and that's
go
why
science.
I clapped. So let's get to the headlines.
Get right into headlines. Okay, so we've had a rough couple of weeks for space. A rough couple of weeks.
It's true. Not a lot of successes.
Not a lot of successes, but today we had a little bit of something to celebrate about. Pretty cool stuff. All right, so the Philae probe that was launched off of Rosetta, which is this 10-year-long mission to get to a comet called 67P. Philae made its landing today.
Yeah!
Super exciting. So
and it's a first.
Yeah, it's the first time we've ever landed successfully on a comet. This is awesome. So this video that we're watching right now is actually the entire process of getting Rosetta to this comet and how we were able to get it there. So here it is, like they do these gravity assists with Mars and Earth a couple of times. I think they do 3 gravity assists with Earth. Just to be able to get into the trajectory and orbit of that comet, which is nuts.
An incredible amount of calculations. They
knew
that it would pass close to certain other asteroids and miss it
at certain times.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was nuts. So here they are, they're going to zoom out and like there's the comet. They get do this flyby of an asteroid and they go all the way down and like, look at it. It's going to meet up with this comet. This is crazy. So this launched in March of 2004. So this is before YouTube even existed. They launched Rosetta. That's crazy to think about.
Yeah.
10 years ago.
YouTube didn't always exist.
No,
Okay.
but it seems like it's been around for a really long time. But
right.
This has been on its mission for 10 years, a little over 10 years,
yeah.
2004, and it finally made it. And so this morning, this is the visualization of exactly how it would work. So Rosetta, that's the bigger craft, would drop this probe named Philae onto the surface of this comet, 67P. And this comet is humongous.
It's gigantic.
It's a gigantic, gigantic comet. So it would land on the surface, and what they're hoping for is, as it does testing, they're hoping scientists can discover more information about the origins of life and whether or not comets might have brought water and other organic materials to Earth. So maybe the comets are the reason we exist. I mean, that could be a really cool discovery for scientists.
It's going to rove around the comet?
It looks like it's just going to drill and take a panoramic picture. So I don't think I'm not 100% sure, but as of right now, there were a couple of landing problems. So one of the things is obviously it's a comet. It's moving through space. It has very low gravity. So it was supposed to fire in each of those legs harpoons down that would anchor it into the comet. So no, would not go anywhere. Would not be like the Curiosity rover. It's not driving around on 67P.
Yeah, so it's there. It's in that spot.
No Grand Theft Comet. So, and then it would do this panoramic picture, and then it would be able to send all that information back. It's on like a 30-minute time delay, just about. It's like almost 30 minutes for that information to get from the comet to Earth,
Still
which is
pretty impressive.
Nuts. Yeah, super impressive. So it would take all these pictures, it would do some drilling, but right now the harpoons that were supposed to lock it onto the comet did not actually fire. And they think that Philae landed twice. They think it landed and maybe took off again, turned, and then re-landed, but they're not 100% sure. It's actually, it was sleeping at the time of like when we wrote all the notes for the show. They said we've lost contact with it for now, and then we're gonna re-get contact with it again at this time tomorrow, and then we'll be able to have some more information and figure out some more things. But yeah, like this is incredible, tremendous accomplishment.
crazy.
Like you said, huge calculations, all kinds of great stuff. Here's the team. They're looking, they're waiting. I mean, it was very, very exciting for them. That was one of the pictures that Rosetta took of the probe, like heading towards. He's like, I see you, and they both have, and there they are celebrating when they realized that it was a landing, that they've made it.
It's so great.
I mean, what a great moment.
I'm
What
very
a great
excited
moment.
that it's a first. It's the first time we've landed on a
It's a
comet.
first.
It's been 10 years in the making.
Yep. And everybody,
Real
please
cool.
save your Armageddon jokes, because this is not an asteroid, it's a comet.
All these, there you go.
Save your Bruce Willis jokes.
All right.
But really, this tremendous achievement. You can follow Philae. It has its own Twitter
It's
account.
adorable.
You can go over to
Warning.
Philae. Philae 2014 is the Twitter account. But that's the hashtag of the day. The hashtag of the day today is TD Rosetta. And we want you to just send up your congrats to Philae 2014 and the ESA, at ESA. You can send it to the European Space Agency, because that is a huge achievement. So send over your positive tweets, your congratulations, and really that's all we ask of you today.
Yeah. Send some love to the people that actually did something
made it happen.
successful. Yeah.
I mean, it really
there
is
you go.
tremendous and incredible, and so much work. And I believe they said that craft had been designed like 25 years ago.
Oh,
The
God.
design of it was made 25, and then it's taken this long to like get the funding and do the calculations and build the craft and get it out there. So this is, I mean, this has been a really long time, like, to get this.
Do we
all
know when it's
working.
going to be like done doing what it's sent up there to do?
I believe by March of next year, it will be too close to the sun. The comet will be too close to the sun for the robot will not be able to function. It'll get too hot. So they said it won't be like, they're hoping it'll be a little longer, but it might only be a short amount of time. It might only be like weeks that they would be able to get data.
It sounds like it only had like a very small amount of processes that it needed to do.
It has about 10. It has 10 different processes that they're hoping it will get done and transmit back to Earth. So transmit back that info.
Very curious to see what we get out of this.
Yeah, it'll be really
By March
interesting.
we'll have stuff, so.
Hopefully, yeah. I mean, 30-minute wait time. This is as long as a pizza. Ordered a pizza.
Yeah.
Half hour or less, or it's free. Tell me about this Stormtrooper, because this seems crazy.
Okay, in a galaxy here,
Right
where
here,
we are
never
right
mind.
now,
Okay.
there's a man that is walking from just all around Australia, 9,000 miles across Australia. That's his path.
He's going all the way around it. Look at that.
In a Stormtrooper uniform. Now, I don't even know if you know, but Australia is pretty hot.
Yeah, it gets really, really hot.
But let me get to why he's doing this. He's doing this for charity. As you see in the video, he's doing it for a children's charity. So
The
he's
Monash Children's
the
Hospital. in
Monash
Melbourne.
Children's Hospital in Melbourne. He's hoping to raise $100,000 for doing this.
Well, that's very noble.
Yeah, it's very noble, and it's not only to raise money for this, but it's also to bring attention to the group that he belongs to called the 501st, which is a group of people that dress up as stormtroopers and do charitable events.
It's like the only not-for-profit group that has the blessing of like Lucasfilm and
Yeah.
Disney. Like they're totally cool with them.
They're legit. Their costumes are awesome, and obviously they're trying to do good all the time. Currently, he's raised $23,500,
That's pretty good.
which is about a fifth of the way. But
Okay, yeah.
and he's still got a lot of.
Still got a ways to go
Yeah,
though.
yeah.
He's still walking.
He's still got
as of right now.
Yeah, he's still got a ways to go. And one of the fun facts is that he's eating just like animals and roadkill that he finds.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, this is an intense journey. Like
It's pretty grueling.
He's gonna be, this is a pretty intense thing. So he said it at the beginning, so hopefully, you'll get a chance to donate. And again, it goes to the Children's Hospital
Yeah.
and awareness to a group that, is a charitable group. So.
Yeah, it's called Storming Australia, if you want to check it out. And the guy's name is Scott Luxley. So maybe related to Robin of.
Robin of Loxley.
Maybe Robin of Loxley. But yeah, that's pretty cool. He's, I guess he's expected to keep walking. He said he might be done around July of next year. So he's got like 6 more months.
Because it's been
left
almost
on
a
this.
year right now, right?
Over a year.
Yeah.
I think he started hiking last year on the 2nd of November. So this is pretty intense.
It's pretty crazy.
Scott Loxley, you're better than we are. The end.
There's a lot of questions that come up, I think, when I first heard this article, like, hey, does he have a job? Like, what's going on?
Not anymore.
And does he only
That's
eat
his
roadkill?
job.
Because he does eat roadkill.
Yeah.
But I assume
My favorite quote of his from that was, if it's bloated, I don't eat it, and if it bleeds, I eat it.
Wow.
Gross.
This guy, yeah, at the end of it, he's going to be hardened.
Dedicated.
He's going to be tough.
He has a wife and kids.
Oh,
He's gonna come home. He's gonna have a real interesting life to adjusting back to the real world. It's gonna be so bizarre.
Where's your husband? Oh, he's out walking Australia dressed as a stormtrooper.
But for the kids.
And
that's what matters.
Yeah, it brings it back to sanity levels.
It's true.
Fair enough.
Kale, have you ever given blood?
Yeah, I have.
Me too. And you know the worst part about giving blood is like when you go and maybe they have kind of an assistant that is like not very good at finding a vein.
Yeah, that happens, and they have to stick you multiple times.
They poke you a lot, and it hurts.
It's really stupid.
And then you feel like maybe you don't ever want to go back.
Oh yeah,
You're
it
like,
ruins your
I don't
visit.
think I ever want to go back. This invention, this gadget might change that. This is really cool. I love this video. That is a projection of that man's veins on his arm. This is awesome. So it's a new device that uses visualization scanners to find veins under your skin, and then when it does find them, it projects exactly where they are on the top of your skin. So this uses
That's amazing.
It's so cool. So you can see, there you go. There's his, you can see his veins. So, and the veins are the parts where there is not light on the red. And then I believe on the green it is where there is light, if I'm not mistaken. So Dr. Dan Waller is the senior researcher on this project, and he says that it uses a near-infrared technology to project an image on your skin. And because veins have a lot of deoxygenated hemoglobin, it absorbs near-infrared light. So the device uses that information to figure out where your veins are and then project that image.
That's fantastic. Yeah.
So it's really neat. So right now it's actually in testing. This is not something that like, oh, we might see in 5 to 10 years, which is a lot of our medical stuff that we talk about on the show.
Yeah.
This is actually in use, in testing right now.
So this is today daily instead of tomorrow daily.
Well, it's tomorrow daily because it's actually happening in Australia, it's tomorrow.
This is the Australia episode?
It must be Australia Day. I don't know. But they're working on it in Sydney. So if you're in Sydney and you're going to go give blood at the Red Cross, they are going to take 300 first-time donators and 600 repeat donators, or donors. What am I even talking about?
No, it's a new word.
Is that a new word? Okay. And they're going to test it. So what they're hoping is that this will obviously decide how feasible it might be to roll out to a bigger market. How fast can they get it to new markets? Where can you use it? Is it, let's just roll it out. So this is a small test batch, and then they're hoping to roll it out wider. And I would imagine, if you're a first-time donor and you have an experience like that, you might be more inclined to come back.
Yeah, that's not bad.
So it's really, really neat.
You don't have to keep getting...
You don't have to keep getting jabbed. I mean, that is literally the worst thing in the universe. Like when you have little tiny veins, and then you have somebody who's like, "Oh, I'm really sorry," like, and they're trying, but it's a volunteer. You're like on the giving blood, the bloodstream bus or whatever they call it. And you're like trying to donate blood, and then they just can't get it, and you're just like, I'm miserable. This is the worst thing ever. It's worse enough getting stuck one time, much less like multiple.
That's enough needle talk for now.
And that's enough of that? All right.
Needles.
Well, on that note, then, we will give Kale 30 seconds to relax and calm down. We'll be right back with our very first in-studio interview. No, not that. That's yay. That's yay. Needle's bad.
Okay,
Guest
yeah,
yay.
Needle's bad.
We'll be back with our very first guest, which we're very excited to introduce to you guys. And then, of course, we have your user feedback and our photographer of the day. So don't click away. It's Tomorrow Daily.
All right, our next story is about Ashley's hat. What is it and where did it come from?
I love that that's how we're coming back from the show. Hi, everybody. Welcome back. My hat, I'm just going to own it. My grandma made this hat with her bare hands and some crochet needles, or one crochet needle. So she crocheted me this hat, and I love it, and so deal with it. I love my grandma, and I love this hat. There you go.
Yeah,
that's the story.
Stop the hat hate, I guess.
Don't hat hate.
I don't know why you thought.
Don't hat hate because you want your grandma or my grandma to make you a hat.
Have people given you crap about your crocheted beanie before?
It's
God,
the
the
internet.
world is rough. Yeah.
It's the internet. They're rough. It's a rough town. You get roughed up for wearing a weird hat.
Do you like my shirt?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
It's amazing.
Thanks.
I love it. Minecraft?
It's Minecraft. There's one of 200 shirts that were made.
It's really nice.
It's from the Syndicate Project.
My grandma didn't make that. Do you want to talk about Into It?
Yeah.
Let's get into it. and again, Kale and I are into the exact same thing. And this week, we are both into Tabletop Season 3. It's coming. The season premiere is tomorrow. It was crowdfunded. They crowdfunded it over on Indiegogo. They made a bunch of money, a whole truckload of cash.
That's good.
Which is awesome. They made over $1 million to produce their 3rd season. And we were lucky enough to have our very first guest on the show, Boyan Radakovich.
One of the nicest guys I've ever met.
Super delightful.
Yeah.
Literally one of the best people ever. He's a producer on Tabletop. He helps choose the games and everything, and he is great. So he came and talked to us, but there was a catch, so check this out. Okay, so we are here with Tabletop producer Boyan Radakovich.
Hello, guys.
We are so excited to have you. You're our very first guest in studio.
I know, it's awesome. I'm so excited.
But here's the thing, your name was actually too long to fit Kale in the studio.
It's like 15 letters.
I mean,
like
Ashley
entirely too
Skeda,
many.
Boyan Radakovich, like there's no room for Kale Anonymous.
Yeah,
no
sorry.
room. But so what we decided is we're gonna ask you some questions and we're gonna have you roll a dice at the end of each question. If it's even, I'll ask the next question. If it's odd, Kale will ask the next question.
I like it. It's like a game. Perfect.
Yeah, it's a perfect game to talk about a game.
Yeah, let's do this. It's super meta.
A
Super
show
meta.
about games. Yeah, we're gonna get meta.
It's a YouTube show about games, talking about YouTube. It's very meta. Anyways.
Very confusing.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start. First question. If somebody has never seen Tabletop, what is it?
Oh, that's a very difficult question. So Tabletop is a fun celebrity gaming show that you can find on YouTube. You go to youtube.com/geekandsundry, or you can go to hulu.com/tabletop, and basically Will Wheaton comes together with his celebrity gaming friends, and we play board games, and it's really fun.
Awesome. Okay, let's roll the dice. Who's
Okay.
asking the next question? Even, me, odd, Kale.
Let's do this thing. Bam. Odd.
All right. All right. So, what game do you think created the most heated match? Like, I want to know. I want to know where people were at
In
people's
season
throats.
3 or season 2?
In the
You want spoilers?
entirety.
Okay, so I don't want to give spoilers.
Okay.
So in season 2, Lords of Waterdeep, for sure, because there's an episode there where so it's a kind of deeper strategy game. Will is on there with Felicia, Brandon Latch, and Patrick Rothfuss. This is an awesome episode, really fun, a lot of good chemistry. But Will is like, I must win this game. And like in the break, we sit down and he kind of sits with me and is like, okay, what do I need to do? We go through all the strategy, all the permutations.
Oh,
and stuff.
that's not
And he's
fair.
just like, I'm gonna win. And then Felicia just totally destroys him and ruins, and you can just see his whole expression just like cave in. He's like crying on the table. He still talks about that game even now to Felicia.
He wants a rematch.
No, it just like he's like, I can't believe you did that to me, and so it's like there's a little part of his heart that's broken.
Oh no, and it'll never recover.
It will never recover.
Thanks, Felicia Day.
No,
Jeez.
it's a very good episode.
Because it's your channel, whatever.
Yeah, I recommend you watch it. In season 3, there's a lot of them. There's a lot of games that Will is like, I must win, because he's trying to improve his win record.
Oh.
Yeah, and so
His
Jen.
baseball card is embarrassing. There's nothing on
Yeah,
there.
his stats are like not so good. So yeah,
Okay.
there's a lot of good stuff out there.
All right. Let's do another roll.
Roll
You know
off,
how
boom.
it's done.
This even.
You guys crowdfunded
Yes.
season 3.
Oh my God, yes.
And I noticed that in the trailer, there is a brick wall of a bunch of names, and I'm assuming that's maybe like that was a reward tier.
Yeah, it was
Pretty
amazing.
awesome.
So
Tell me a little bit about like all the rewards that people got to do.
So Tabletop was created as part of the YouTube initiative to create creative content. We were part of that, and then when Google that funding's ended, we were kind of left holding the bag, and so we really didn't have enough money to make the show because we really do it at a very high level. And so we went to Indiegogo, and the backers were so generous. It was amazing. $1.414 million. It's like ridiculous.
That's crazy.
And one of the packages was you can get your name on a brick wall. And so when you look at the set for season 3, you'll see all those little names. Those are backers.
In tiny gold lettering.
Yeah, Sharpie. And so our PAs, Kevin and Melissa, I'm sorry.
Shout out to Kevin, Melissa.
You guys are amazing. Like, it took them 3 days to write it. Like, every name up there, it's amazing. We're going to try to release a high definition image where everyone's on there.
And you can like zoom in.
Yeah, so you can zoom and scroll and stuff.
That's crazy.
Yeah, so it's because of you guys.
You're gonna have to
so
put
thank
together
you.
like a 150 megapixel image, like just those huge.
It's probably bigger than that because it's
yeah,
video
'cause
too,
it's-
right?
Oh boy,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, Cuckoo Town.
Fun times.
Yeah, it was amazing, but we couldn't do it without you guys. And also there were some backers that pledged at such a high level that they got to hang out with us. It was amazing. So like they were on set and they got to like take little selfies with Karen and stuff. And it was
Oh, that's
cool.
pretty fun.
Yeah,
That is pretty fun. Okay, so that is it for our questions.
Okay.
You're all done.
Oh, thank you. Watch Tabletop, guys. Season 3. It airs on YouTube. Go to it. YouTube's like
Go
this.
to the YouTubes.
You're on. I mean, come on. You're on a
After you're
computer
done
right now.
watching,
You know what you're doing. Come on.
Exactly. You know exactly what's happening. After you're done watching Kale's videos, just head over to Tabletop and check out all the cool stuff. And go watch back seasons if you haven't seen it. 'Cause there's some really great games that you can discover for yourself. And if you're not sure if you want to buy something, I know a lot of board game people.
Yeah.
People who love board games are able to say, like, well, I'm not sure if I want to buy this game. And they'll watch it on Tabletop and say, okay, this is a cool game. I want to get it.
Yeah.
It's a really good way to
And it's a really good way of
buy your
sharing,
games.
too. Like,
Yeah.
like, hey, guys, we're going to play this new game this weekend. And then you just share the link, and everyone knows how to play. You get together. You
Pretty
have a lot
cool.
of fun. It's awesome. Go binge watch season 1, 2, and then get ready for season 3.
Yeah, season 3. It drops tomorrow. So that's, don't miss it. It's going to be great. Tabletop, it's all one word. You can find it. Tabletop season 3. You can just pretty much just type it in into your Googles or your Bings or whatever other search engine you're using. Ask Jeeves.
Yeah.
And that's how you find it. So thank you.
Thank
we
you.
really appreciate it.
It was awesome. Thank you so much.
Good.
Have fun, guys. Play more
Yay.
games.
Back to the show. Yay, we did it.
Oh, that felt weird.
Is that weird?
Yeah,
You
like
just, like,
morphed.
It's like ghost. Yeah.
There, I'm back. Yeah,
Just
that was-
apparated into
Go
that chair.
editing. Yeah. All right.
Yeah, go producer Logan. So yeah, that was the creative way for us to interview Bo. But make sure you check out Tabletop. That's what we're into this week. It's going to be awesome. They're going to have Chris Cluey from formerly he was the kicker for I believe the Baltimore Ravens. They are having in the promo I saw Aisha Tyler, Allison Hayslip, Felicia Day. I mean I saw so many people that you know and love. Karen Gilliam. Amy Pond from Doctor Who. So tons and tons of people they're going to have on the show. You can check out Will Wheaton's blog. He's got a full guest list of who's going to be on the show. So yeah, Tabletop season 3. So on that note,
starts tomorrow, by the way.
Starts tomorrow. On that note, user feedback. All right, we're going to burn through these.
Okay, let's go.
Yesterday we asked you guys to use the hashtag TDKarate and tell us what you would train your robot to do and who would train it.
Your face looks like we're going to enjoy these.
Very excited. Richard wrote to us and said, I would load all the mechanics of every car in the world so I could have my own personal free mechanic.
Whoa, he'd soup up your ride. All right.
Genius.
All right.
Jesus wrote to us and said, Atlas plus Google's self-driving car plus Unified Weapons Master combat armor equals Robo-Kato so I can become the Green Hornet. I like
Nice
that
job,
one.
Yeah.
And then Joseph wrote to us and said, I would hire Ashley and Kale to give me news instead of reading some story on the internet because who is better to get news from? Aww. He would hire us to train his robot to give the news the way we give the news.
I'd train it to make him a pizza or something.
Yeah.
It's not a good.
Okay, so, and then Brayon wrote to us and said, I would get Batman's butler Alfred to train my robot to take care of my parents. P.S. Love the show since day one.
Wait.
But I was thinking, I thought the same thing you did, which was Batman doesn't have parents. So how would Alfred know how to train a robot to take care of your parents? But Alfred was around since before he loved the Waynes.
Yeah, but if I know, but he didn't, I mean, like, he didn't take care of the parents well enough. They died.
Yeah, but, what was Alfred going to do? What could he have done in that moment of terror?
I didn't need to train him to be Batman. Why didn't he train the robot?
He just wants the robot to take care of his parents.
I guess that's sweet, yeah.
To take care of his parents, make them food,
All right.
clean their house.
Yeah.
Like Rosie the robot, but an Alfred the butler.
Yeah, and it wouldn't be an old man.
Yeah, it would be a super
It'd be
6'3" robot.
Oh yeah, I forgot that it's a terrifying robot.
Ultra human strength. Yeah. Okay.
So someone in the comments, by the way, in YouTube was like, yeah, you guys are crapping on the fact that they taught him to do karate. That's not hard to. That's pretty hard to do to train a robot.
No, I agree.
Yeah, we agree on.
We're not disagreeing with you at all. That is amazing.
We just don't want weaponized robots.
I just don't want a robot roundhouse kicking me in the face like Chuck Norris in a year. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
But it is an
amazing.
incredible
We did
feat.
say that in the video.
Yeah, it is an incredible feat that programmers are able to do that with software. To watch that robot balancing on a cinder block, I can't even balance on a cinder block with one leg. So pretty impressive. No, we would not. We don't disagree with you. We agree. Okay, time for our last piece of user feedback, which is always our photographer of the day. All right, so Kyle R. writes to us, and he says, he sent us this magical picture.
Whoa.
He said, iPhone 5S, Panorama mode edited in Adobe Photoshop Express, taken at Harris Beach in Brookings, Oregon.
Wow.
Look at that picture. That's stunning.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing.
I looked
What
at
did he do
the
in
bigger version
Photoshop?
of it. Like, if you can watch this on a large screen,
Uh-huh.
like this image is really impressive. I mean, he obviously, you know, he cleaned it up in Photoshop Express. I'm sure he changed some of the levels, but the thing is at the end of the day, this is probably pretty close to what the original picture was, which is pretty impressive. It's a really good panorama.
Way to go.
Yeah, Kyle R. High fives.
iPhone 5S.
We're high-fiving you through the internet. We're high-fiving
Fist
you.
bump.
Yeah, Kale fist bump you. But that's our phone talk for the day. Pretty impressive stuff. If you are interested in sending in your photography, your story ideas, somebody sent us some story ideas
that's
the other day. I
cool.
like that. If you want to send us the hashtag of the day, you can email us tomorrow@cnet.com. And if you absolutely hate email, you can find us on social media at Tomorrow Daily on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Tomorrow Daily TV over on Google+.
And don't forget about you YouTubers.
No,
if you're watching, don't forget to subscribe so we can be in your feed with like PewDiePie and stuff like that. So
Yeah.
And
stuff.
also it's real cool. I engage the YouTube people because those are my people.
Those are Kale's chosen people.
Those are my
He
buddies.
loves you guys.
It's like even the haters.
He
love
loves
'em. Yeah.
all of you.
Yeah, I tell them.
You're
I,
all
I
his
tell
children.
them that they're very nice. And don't forget our personal Twitters.
Yeah, I'm Ashley Esqueda on Twitter.
Kale Anonymous on Twitter. It's very easy.
Super easy to
Yeah,
find. Come
sorry.
find us. Send us story ideas. Send us your pictures. Send us whatever.
Yeah, send us
with
Photoshops. We love the Photoshops.
Our friend Pin, one of our viewers, Pin, sends us some great emails. They're really long, so they're hard to read on the show. But he's always really thoughtful about stories that we talk about,
yeah,
and I
that guy's
love
super
reading
smart.
them. So Pin, we are reading your emails. Like sometimes I can't respond to them, but sometimes I do, and they're really, really good. So I just wanted to say thanks. They're really awesome emails. Very thoughtful. But that's it for the show. Thank you so much for watching. We will be back tomorrow with a brand new docket of weird, wonderful technology and geek news. But until then, be good humans, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.